Hey guys, it's Silver Snorlax, and I'm back today to do a review on a new version of graded card sleeves. I had these come in a couple months ago, and I've been kind of introducing them into my collection for a little while now, and I'm finding that I actually like them quite a bit. So, something I'm going to do with this review is I'm actually going to throw a little more opinion at you than I normally would, but I'm also going to kind of cover quick pros and cons as far as to the actual sleeves themselves. So. Let me go ahead and just kind of give you an example of what I've been using. What I've been using for in terms of graded card sleeves, for at least for the past couple of years, are Ultra Pro. There are other companies, obviously, that make graded card sleeves, but Ultra Pro, by and large, seems to be the most popular. Ultra Pro card sleeves look like this when you put a card in the actual sleeve itself. You can see on either side there is a little bit of room, and that's because these graded card sleeves are actually meant to be a little more universal. You can put PSA, you can put Beckett, you could do screw down holders, you could do other kinds of holders that are a little bit bigger. They've kind of got a universal feel and look to them, so that's really what they're for. So something I did with my own collection for years now is I've actually taken this little extra flap. I would move the card to one side and I would actually tape this flap over so that it would look like this. While this looks fine on the front, if you're really truly looking, you can see there's a little extra flap of the actual sleeve itself, and then when you flip it over it kind of gets ugly. There's the actual tape I have to use to actually hold this thing down and hold it back. You can see there's still a little bit up top. It kind of gets wrinkled and it just doesn't look too good. For display purposes, it's not ideal. Additionally, there's some holders, like PSA will sell holders that are made to hold a card straight up and down. You can put it on your desk, something like that. Sometimes when you fold them like this, they don't fit just right. They might tear a little bit, something like that. So they were never always ideal for my own collection. So I bought this new brand, which is made by an individual, and I have a link to it in the description below. He's on eBay. He's a UK seller, but this is what the actual sleeve itself looks like. It's a custom designed sleeve just for PSA cards. So while it's not universal, it won't fit Beckett or anything else really. It really does its job well for PSA. I have a sleeved card here. This is not a taped version. This is exactly what this is supposed to do. You can see here is the front, and the corners and the edges really kind of fall in line together. They are right where they should be. Additionally, here's the back. You see it's not all warped like the version I held up was. You see where all the plastic and stuff is kind of folded on the back there. I'm kind of playing with the light a little bit, and then when I do the same thing, you can see it's just one clear-cut card, which is really, really nice. Something I should go over, both Ultra Pro and this version of graded card sleeve, they both have the same thing. There's a resealable strip here at the top. You simply peel it away and you can fold it down over the card. Cool thing about this newer version of card sleeves is where it folds down is right here, right between the actual label and the card itself. So for viewing purposes, it's really, really good. It's well thought out. This one doesn't quite do that as much, the old Ultra Pro style. The actual line itself, while you can't see it too well on camera, it actually kind of goes right here, right through the label. So it's not great for display purposes. Something else that's kind of big that I would like to point out between these two, this is a rather flimsy bag versus these kinds of sleeves, these newer sleeves that are much thicker. I mean, it's pretty. If you're sitting here and you're playing with it with your thumbs a little bit, you really notice there is a thicker level of plastic. It's quite obvious. So it actually protects a little bit better as well. Protects against any kind of scratching to the actual holder case itself, which is pretty nice. Something else I thought was interesting to notice, and I did a couple of tests on camera and I really couldn't get it to work as well as I had liked, but something I will tell you for the sake of telling you, this kind of sleeve versus your standard Ultra Pro, these are actually much more transparent than these Ultra Pro sleeves, and I'm not real sure why that is. It seems to be, Ultra Pro seems to be using a cheaper plastic. That's the best thing I can come up with. So, I figure that was definitely worth a mention as well. I only have one real con with this new kind of sleeve. They are very expensive, and that's because they're produced by an individual, not necessarily a company. A company generally can do things a lot cheaper because they do a lot of things in bulk. So while my standard Ultra Pro sleeves, a pack of 100 cost me like $3-4. That translates out to 3-4 cents a sleeve. These do not. These brand new ones that are on the market are not. They are much more expensive. They run about 16 cents a piece for a pack of 100, and that's because I'm living in the U.S. and because of the conversion rate on the actual currency itself. I tend to be in the red more than in the green whenever I deal with anything GBP or anything involving the euro in particular. I tend to lose out, but that's just kind of how it goes. But just figured I'd let you guys know these sleeves that came out are in fact incredibly good. While they are more expensive, I find they're definitely worth the investment for your graded collection, even if you have a small collection. Good news for you guys as well is I will be selling a lot of these individually, probably 25 cents a piece. Quite frankly, you're more than welcome to go ahead and PM me about them, and we'll get something figured out. But if you were interested, please let me know. But hey, figured I'd introduce something that's been on the market for a while now. Seems to be holding up very well for my own collection. Everything works out incredibly well. Looks really nice, and figured you guys would love to know. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Feel free to leave me a comment in the comment sections below. Again, if you are interested in actually purchasing these new graded card sleeves, there will be a link in the description. So there it is for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll have another upload again soon.